my first thought, as most I'm sure, was safety. Safety for our loved ones, family, and also from a work perspective, safety of my customers and the community. And it was a no-brainer for me to shut when I did, which was actually a few days before government told us to, because me being so small, as you can see, it was the only thing to do, really. So safety pre, during, and now is my first thought.
You know that we had a lockdown on 23rd of March, and at that time, like, it was very uncertain. We don't know what it was going to happen, you know. Like, the government was announcing some plans, but as a retailer, as a business owner, you never know, like, if everything will go, you know, smoothly. So that's why I was very, very nervous, to be honest with you.
My initial thought was that it was very serious for the government to step in and close us down. I think
it was a shock, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And it was, but it was a relief as well at the same time, because there was risks involved with the type of business that we are, that we could possibly spread the virus through, you know, collections and deliveries and stuff.
I think panic. We have 40 staff and 1,000 clients, and we just thought, how do we look after? How do we look after anybody? It was complete panic, and we just had to sit down. We brought the staff in and said, we'll try and keep everybody. We will have to put people on furlough, but we will survive. And that's what we've done. And then I think the partners have just worked 14 hours a day, just speaking to clients, trying to keep them going. There's also personal problems where my wife had COVID, but we carried on. And I think we've kept all of our clients, for the moment, going.
We thought, oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. Couldn't have happened actually at a worse time for us, because our membership year starts on the 1st of April. So we were starting to hear rumours of businesses shutting down in March, and obviously our members were getting rather nervous. A few members came into the office and were saying, you know, we're not sure what's going to happen, and so we're not sure, therefore, what's going to be happening with our businesses, with our income, and as a consequence, we're not sure that we can commit to the golf course for next year as part of our ongoing lifestyle.
We haven't actually been officially allowed to open till the 15th of August, so it's been 5 months of business not being good. Patients, customers phoning up, when are you going to book? Some people working from home, so I lose a lot of patients and customers because they've actually gone elsewhere. And obviously you still have all your bills to pay. I mean, my staff were furloughed, which is a good thing. They have come back, but business is not, since being open, it's not the way it should be.
It has a massive impact on our way, how we operate the business on a day-to-day, on a normal life, how people can travel from home to work. So we have to quickly adapt IT infrastructure changes, so approach our internal IT department, who made everything possible for most or majority of the staff force to work from home. So all the cloud phone system working remotely, so people can answer the calls from wherever they are. The partners taking majority of the calls 24/7. Sometimes we had to work. So yeah, I think we coped really well during the lockdown.
We could see quite a bleak future because the issue was one of uncertainty. How long is the lockdown going to last for? How long is the golf course not going to be open for? You know, we projected financially forward, assuming that the course was going to be closed for 3 months, and that gave us a little bit of a challenge. So we initially did a number of what I think was really good things. We contacted our members, we told them that we were fully supportive of them, whatever their situation was financially, we would work with them. We wouldn't charge them for any of the period that the course was closed. We wanted to make sure that our members were not in any shape or form disadvantaged by being a member of Finchley, and that actually they had something to look forward to when we came out of the other side.
I had to shut for 3 months, whereas online giants were thriving. I was not so lucky because I didn't have enough time or money to invest in advertising and marketing, which is something that I will look into doing actually now in case of further lockdowns. I was fortunate enough to have a feature of one of my necklaces on the Lorraine show on ITV during this time, which did help online. But yes, it's something that I must look to do in the future.
At BBK, we were able to make use of the furlough scheme that was available. For our clients, there was a whole range of things that were schemes that were kept being announced by the government. You had the bounce back loan, the CBIL loans, furlough, ACIS grants for self-employed. So we had to be aware of everything that's going on, and we got thousands and thousands of clients here, different sectors. So we had to help all of them in their own unique way.
I think the government, I mean, like I said, they have helped. What they have done is staggered all businesses to be open at different times. So we were one of the last to be open. So all aesthetics and beauty, the 15th of August was our official date. Yes, they allowed us to open 3 weeks before, but, you know, like hairdressers were open, I think, 4th of July, wasn't, you know, and it's exactly the same thing. They're dealing with the face, you know, they're dealing with the hair, or barbers are shaving beards. We do exactly the same thing. And obviously they've opened us 15th of August when most people are away as well. So August is normally a very, very quiet month. Obviously, a lot of our customers haven't gone away, but they're still not coming because obviously their kids are on holiday, etc. The government could, you know, they could help businesses again. I mean, it'd be nice if they could give us another grant for sure. Basically rates next year, because obviously rates are quite expensive as well. I mean, the landlord, obviously, it's a knock-on effect, you know, and obviously the landlord needs his money to pay off his mortgages, etc. But I think the government can help businesses further.
All these social distancing measures that we've had to put into place, you know, we've just got to keep that going. So it's
We've got a one-way system.
yeah, and making sure that everything's cleaned down every morning, and you know, it's done quite throughout the day as well. So yeah, it's had a big change on the business.
Moving forward, I'm very worried. We can see from all our clients that they cannot pay their staff without furlough. We've got a lot of restaurants, travel agents, a lot of people in leisure, event management. None of them are working. And at the moment, their staff are being paid by furlough and they're just keeping going. On the 1st of November, I think there's going to be a massive amount of redundancies, more than this country's ever seen. We know for a fact that they cannot pay the salaries without furlough continuing. And I think if furlough does stop on the 31st of October, we're going to have redundancies in this country that we've never seen before.
No one predicted COVID, and we clearly don't have it under control yet, but it will pass like everything does eventually, and we can only control what we can. And what I am optimistic about is continuing to provide a safe shopping environment experience for my customers.
Well, I suppose like every other business in the country, we will have to stay focused really and hope for the best. It's a bit of the unknown, I suppose, like everybody else. So we'll just keep going and keep optimistic, really.
Yeah, and we do have a good team. We all work well together, and we're all trying to promote the same. We all want the same outcome. So yeah, no, fingers crossed. We'll get through the other side.